The lower school division here at JEC is led by Rabbi Uzi Beer, who I'm told, by the way, is a veteran of the Israel Defense Forces.
That is correct.
So an honor to meet you for more than one reason this morning.
Thank you.
Dr. Goldie Grossman is the assistant principal of the lower school division. Welcome to you as well.
Thank you for having us.
A pleasure. Thank you for being here. Rabbi Beer, how are things going so far at the start of 5777?
This has been an unbelievable experience this year. When it's really challenging sometimes to create what your expectations are going to be when you're coming to a new school. And I think it's clear to say and very easy and comfortable for me to share that after interacting with the students, being overwhelmed by the energy in the classroom and the excitement and the investment that the teachers are making, that this year it's surpassed all of my expectations.
When the process was going on,
yes,
and the courtship with you and JEC was taking place, were you getting the impression even then that this was a really good match?
It was definitely, it was feeling right. I've had the pleasure of living in Springfield for the last 10 and a half years.
So you're very familiar with it.
So my daughter actually is a student in the school, so I was already familiar with many of the persona and the people around, and getting the encouragement from the communities that it definitely felt right. It felt like the glove was fitting appropriately.
And that's not always easy, a community insider coming in and taking a position like this, but it seems like from your enthusiasm that this is working out pretty well so far.
It really has been, and it's definitely a challenge, and it was a concern of mine for both myself and my family while living in the community.
Right.
But the community's been so respectful, and we just create healthy boundaries. And when any of the communities, it really is. When you show the sensitivity and you're professional, then people respond accordingly.
All right, there are a couple of things that were revealed to me that I'd love to explore, and obviously, Dr. Grossman, you're welcome to join in and speak about these as well. There's what would we call it? A new slogan, a new way of life. What would we call it? This proud to be JEC.
It is our slogan. It is our motto. It is our hashtag that we live with. And when I think back to the hashtag, when you're talking about part of the onboarding, when I was first meeting the faculty here, we met in the library all together, and just that feeling, overwhelmed at their excitement, that it made me feel, okay, what am I going to do before the school year starts? And I started hearing of the summer sandbox that was going to be taking place. It was going to be in the Yeshiva at Noam campus, and I opened it up to the faculty. Who is willing to give up 3 days of their summer, of their vacation, to come out and just invest in themselves, expand their horizons in project-based learning, new, innovative, cutting-edge ways of connecting with the students? And 13 faculty members jumped on board saying, we're doing it, we're coming, we're here, we want to be part of the team. Since then, I'm sitting there at the conference, looking around the room, seeing all my teachers, and one of the crazy parts for me is that I had teachers from other schools coming up to me and saying, I want to be part of the JEC team. Can I sit with them at their table?
Looks like a good chevra, huh?
The cohesiveness was fantastic. There was just energy and life through everything they were doing, that I sat there and literally on a piece of paper, just scratching it out. I'm like, proud to be JEC. I'm like, that's it. That's it. Earlier in the summer, I was part of a Harvard Principals Conference. And while there, they kept telling over and over again, tell your story. It's all about letting everyone know your story. Because if you don't tell them, they won't know, and They won't be able to really appreciate all that you're doing. And from that point on, my mission has been, how can I share the story of the JEC, of the JEC Lower School? And it truly is summarized in the idea of being proud. We are proud to be JEC.
There's a lot of pride, therefore you're proud to be JEC.
Exactly.
We mentioned and we spoke about this a little bit earlier, about the whole bullying topic and the position that you are in to confront this whole situation. I would hope that in our yeshiva system in general, and here in particular, this type of topic is under control and that you're able to deal with it in an efficient manner.
So thank God, Baruch Hashem, we really are moving forward in all realms of social, emotional, academic, health, and just we're prospering. It's when you have a team of administrators working so cohesively well together with Dr. Grossman, with Mrs. Figgy Leiter, with Dr. Rebecca Michelle, who was on the program earlier, and with Ms. Arlea Mirsky, everyone working together is able to really address all the children's needs. Often, I remember think back to a lecture I was once attending, which Rick Lavoie, a very much an astounded educator, said, hurt people. That if you see somebody acting out in a classroom, it's because they themselves are hurting. So we need to find where is that in the child, where is that call for help that we can address, that we can help support, and through that, the students feel they're believed in. And when the students are believed in, they're going to thrive.
Very important message. The Hebrew Immersion Initiative. Is this a new initiative?
So I would say throughout, in a way it is a new initiative. It's been happening in different parts of the school, of the lower school, for a number of years now. But we're really taking, for lack of a better way of putting it, the bulls by the horn. And we're saying, let's make it throughout. From nursery through 6th grade, there's going to be experiential moments where there's going to be Ivrit be'Ivrit.
Right.
Where the teachers are going to be speaking almost exclusively in Ivrit. And the expectation is, if you want to connect with the language, you have to be immersed in it. You have to be surrounded. Little pieces of grammar here and there won't quite.
And you cover so
support.
much ground when you do it with kids of that
For
age.
sure, and you can connect now with your family around the world,
Right.
and you connect with your religion, with Torah, with halacha, with so many areas which otherwise would be barriers.
Rabbi Uzi Beers, principal of the Lower School Division. Dr. Goldie Grossman is the assistant principal, and this is your area, technology in the classroom. Dr. Grossman, you could speak about this one all day long, huh?
I could speak about it. Yeah, as much as technology is part of our lives as adults, we look at the children and we say, okay, how are we going to move them from here to there?
Right.
I was thinking about what you were talking about with bullying, right? We want our kids to be empathetic, kind, confident adults. That starts in childhood. We want our kids to use technology as adults. Okay, when's the last time you sat down and wrote a book report? But you may have written a review on Amazon of a book that you read.
Correct.
We have 5th graders blogging about what they're reading in the classroom. We have students using technology in ways that are true to real life. People in the business world aren't handing out a 30-page report on a regular basis, but they might be doing a presentation. I'm thinking back to that summer sandbox. We had a teacher, Mrs. Ben Chaya, Mrs. B, 5th grade boys teacher, and she said, we're going to be doing elections. Okay, let's give our kids a project-based learning experience.
Right.
Let's ask them, how do we help people make an informed decision? And our students researched the candidates and presented the information so that all of our students could be informed citizens. And they presented it using technology. Our technology initiative is an amazing program, and we're so appreciative to the parent committee who really collaborated with us and contributed to our vision of what we can do with technology.
It is pretty amazing.
I would just throw something very quickly in there, which is the students at one point earlier this year got to vote while trying to teach elections. We wanted to teach them of the democratic system, and they got to vote who is going to be the president, which teacher the president for their lunchroom. Whether it was going to be technology with games, whether it was going to be lunch with games or lunch with technology, and overridingly the lunch with technology won, and we were able to create an entire almost like cafe of technology in the lunch in the gym, where students all were surrounded throughout the gym, each had a different device, playing different educational coding games that will allow them that are fun, but at the same time helps them expand their connection with the outside world.
Boy, school is amazing these days, I must say. And in the area of professional development, are you satisfied with the way things are going?
Oh, thank God. Things are amazing. We just a couple days ago, we had our in-service day, and just thinking of the depth and just the reflection that the teachers had throughout the day, such dedication, such open arms saying, let's expand our horizons, let's connect with the students on a deeper level. How can we be here to validate them when they're coming to us with their concerns? How can we be here to make sure our classrooms are running as smooth as possible? And not smooth because we're here running a rigid system, but smooth because the students want to learn. They're feeling engaged, they're feeling the connection, and it really brings the learning to life.
Now I see why there's been a lot of enthusiasm about you being here, frankly. You're off to a really great start, I must say. Rabbi Uzi Beer, he's principal here at the Lower School Division. Dr. Goldie Grossman, a lot of enthusiasm about her as well, and for good reason. She's the assistant principal. A pleasure having you both on the air. Good luck this year. I'm sure you're going to make it an amazing year for the students.
Thank you, thank you. So if you wouldn't mind, I would like to, first of all, give a shout out to my daughter, who I know is listening right now. So Liana, hope you have a great day today.
There you go.
And just as part of a greater message of the Midot that we're teaching in the school right now, which is focusing on Hakarat HaTov, really want to thank you for coming to our home at the JEC and to help share some of the excitement and energy with your vast audience around the world. So thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.